Yes, it's a little bit funny because I was like, now we are done with the credentials. We spoke about this in part 2 of the video, and right now I was waiting my plane. I'm in the airport and I was looking at the packages folder, and we have API there. It's our backend API. We do have the dashboard, that's our React dashboard, and then we have the SDK, and that's just this file. So we have the backend Express.js API, dashboard React Native to display our we need a dashboard for the attention measurement, and that's the dashboard 4, and we use Tailwind 2, and finally we have SDK, and the SDK is this one. And what does it do exactly? Audience attention tracking SDK. That's a good idea. So lightweight JavaScript SDK for tracking user attention engagement metrics. Really good. Designed for indie creator and small business. Okay. White package folder, and how it should be hosted, because I'm a bit confused. I don't know how we should host this application. And let's see what we get from there, just to know if we need to change anything or if everything is correct. It uses Webpack. That's okay. I'm not sure why it doesn't use like Vite. I thought it was using Vite actually. But for the SDK, or maybe only for the SDK, it uses Webpack. Because no, it doesn't use Vite. And I thought I saw somewhere it uses Vite, but that's okay. We set variables. That's the instruction. That's for the SDK. Run builds and set up environment variables. Okay. No, in our case, we already have the .env for fields with some basic data details. You see, we already have this pre-filled. It's really smart when Copilot does this and we pre-fill for us. And then we have the dashboard.env, dashboard.env, and that one is that's Vite, yeah. API package. Alright. So now configure your Postgres database, DB user, DB password. Start all services in development mode. Oh, that's nice. So I have seen that in the past, where we can then use concurrently to run everything at the same time. Concurrently, I've seen that one being used when I did when I was reviewing some take home test for interviewing engineers, and one engineer did concurrently, and it's the one I hired in my team, and he was excellent, and he used for his tech project, for the take home project, he used concurrently, and that was before AI. It was back in 2022. Yeah, 2023, at the very beginning of 2023, like April, Feb, March 2023. Alright, so, but it's funny here, I see it again, and I remember when I was reviewing his take home test, he used concurrently. That's interesting. And so we can do npm run dev. Now, after we had a mono and hosting new markdown file being created, this one, and here I do have the MCP GitKraken asking me if I allow this for committing files, and I say yes, that's fine. Oh, I may have an internet problem, although looks to be working now. Perfect. So we add the default credentials. Yeah. CSH, that's a commit. We have, you see, it does a CD inside of audience attention measurement system, and then we do a git commit for docs with a comprehensive mono repo. We add that because it changed the README, and then this should be committed, and we continue there. Git add, git commit. That's our new commit there with a new file. So we have instructions to set up our project, which is really handy. And then here, summary, monorepo, architecture, hosting, and strategy. And lots of changes there. SDK, API, dashboard, really good. npm run dev, yes. And in my case, I can use the npm run dev. So once again, it will execute the concurrently package, that one, npm run dev. Concurrently, I can go to here and I type npm. Perfect. It's that one. You see, latest update, it was in August 2025, so that was only a few months ago, and that's a package. Amazing. Even though for that kind of package, it doesn't require a lot of updates because it's quite a simple package. So you have update and updates. Perfect. And now we are all done, and this is running. Some API ports are being used. I was still running something. This is the dashboard. me@me.com. Me. The password. Let's see. We have an issue with the backend because. What's happening? I will check that. I believe it's because some ports have been used and so it's different addresses. I will check that. I will just paste, I'm a bit lazy. I will just paste the error and so it will know what port to stop running, and that way it will be quicker than instead of me looking where to find it. Alright, so I clicked on allow here for the port 3001. And then it does check for the node and so on, and it looks for the 3001. And that actually, I think I know where it came from, the problem. It came from here. I was still running this one, and that one, well, it was running on port 3001, and I just stopped it now, but because this was running, it's probably why it didn't work, because the port was still busy. So doing this, I'm not sure if it's needed anymore, because I just found the root issue. The root cause. Alright, so now npm run dev to run our concurrently this one, so we can run this in concurrency, all of them, and now it looks to be working. Yes, and we can. That's the API. That's the website. All of the everything looks to be working, which is very exciting. I will open the console log for debugging, and here we do demo. Let's see. Oh, look, beautiful. This is our dashboard. That's very exciting. So we have our backend running. We have our beautiful dashboard, as you can see. I will close that, and I will take a screenshot so I can add that in the project. And I'm Pierre, so yeah, that's correct. Project. Again, if you don't like the background black, here we can change that later on with in our Copilot, or we could have asked it earlier, but we didn't mention anything about the design. So because we were not specific for design, it's just Copilot, GitHub Copilot, and Claude Sonnet decided to make the project look in this way. And I'm happy with that. Only the background, I think it's not the best, but that's okay. So my website, PL7. I still wonder why it's dark here. Yeah, just the background, but otherwise everything else I like. Tell me in comment what you think about the design. And here, create project. That's one new dashboard, and that's my project ID. You can see here I have a nice, decent real-time audience analytics. That's really good. I can delete that. Yes, it does work. So pierrehenry.dev, pierrehenry.dev, my website, my Substack website. Lovely. And now we can check here, view dashboard. The view dashboard doesn't look to work. Oh, we have a 500. Oh yeah, we have an error here coming from the API. You see there. So we have to fix that to fix the API. Right. So I found the issue. Now it's working. We can access to our dashboard. You see, by clicking there, we don't have any 500 errors anymore. It's all good. Like if I do this, there's no 500 errors. And why it's working? Because there was a SQL problem causing the 500. So the root cause, if I make it bigger here, that was the issue. The issue was due to this. So the problem is the analytics page endpoint was failing with a SQL error because the query joined. So there was a join, and the session and event tables, both of which have the same ID, so it didn't know which one to use, so it got confused. And that's a very common problem when you use join SQL queries. When you join a query, if it doesn't know which column to use, it will say an error like what was the name? Does it say the error? No, but it will say ambiguous column or something like this. Because again, you join it, so you have two tables for the same column, and because the two columns got the same name, it didn't know which one to use, so you have to create an alias. And so here it fixed, you see, ambiguous, and now after the explicit way. And by doing that, it fixed all issues. So happy day, this has been fixed, and I'm so happy we could fix that. An improvement we could do later on, we cannot close the model if I click outside of the box, outside of the model. I have to click on cancel to close the model. That's a good improvement to have. And I can commit the changes. Oh, it did commit, sorry, my bad. It committed already the changes. Already with the MCP, with the where it is. It committed the changes, or that committed changes, and I said yes when it asked with the Git Kraken. So everything is done, and if we look here, we have the commit. We have this one. That's the fix. You see, and that's the commit, and the fix is that one. Sometimes I even forget that it commits for me with the Git Kraken MCP. I completely forgot, and I said yes indeed. I said allow, and yeah, that's the commit. My bad. As you can see now, I'm in a different environment, and so the time to work, I forgot already what happened. It's like when you consume short content like X or Instagram, or it could be Blue Sky, all of those small post contents. You believe when you read to them, you think, wow, it's very interesting, very good, and then 2 minutes later, you even forgot what was written because it's like fast junk food contents. And here I feel it's the same impact on myself for some reason. So that's the most important. Yeah, I feel so happy. So well done to you as well, and happy AI journey. Wish you all of the best building such projects. You see, like I'm really happy, and now I see a lot of ideas of new features we can implement here. And indeed, for indie hackers, it's amazing to have such a tool to understand better the audience and to increase the traffic and the revenue by knowing what works, what don't work, and how we can have the attention, how we can track and measure the audience, the attention of our future customers. This is really important, and it's a beautiful project.